and I wanted to kind of give a walkthrough of how to navigate the course. So I'm currently filming my screen, but you should be able to see it. And so I'm going to just minimize this video of myself so you can then see my screen. And I have old videos up here, which apparently I have a lot more of those up here than I realized. So you come finally to a web browser. I'm using a Mac, so it's Safari, and so I'm using Safari as far as it goes. When you get there, what I would suggest you do is you enter in www.llcc.edu/myllcc. You can also go to just llcc.edu and then click the My LLCC. And then under the quick links, click Blackboard. And once you've logged in, you should have your courses. In this case, I have mine. I have a lot more courses, and I oftentimes have a lot more other things going on that students are oftentimes like, you have 1,400 tasks to complete. And I'm like, I don't ever pay attention to that, regardless. So what happens is when you click on the course, and actually this is the wrong course. So when you click on the course, this is the course we're in, it'll come up and it'll give you our little welcome announcement. And then if you come in here, it'll have the getting started link over here. And under it, it will have the same welcome to ethics message. Any announcements will come up as soon as you come online. You'll also get those in email. You'll then find this video as well as others under the introductory video link. However, I have not added those. You'll also find the syllabus there. You will find both a HTML version as well as a PDF or Word version. It's a Word version, actually. If you'll note at the bottom, I would suggest you print out the Word version and have a copy. You can keep track of your grades as you go along to see how you're doing. The course is out of 1,000 points, and you can see where everything falls in. You'll also have access to the grade book, but it also helps to keep track on your own in case there's ever a discrepancy or a concern. You'll find down here each of the modules. You'll find, for example, Module 1, when it's due. This is from a fall course, and so it's due Monday, August 26th after 7 days of the course. And the next one will be due on Monday, September 9th. So you'll notice all the modules. You'll also notice that there is a bi-weekly discussion board. The first one is September 3rd, is due. It's on a Tuesday, this is for a fall course because of Labor Day. There's a few similar situations in other courses. They'll change semester to semester. But each one is bi-weekly. They do not correspond down here with the module calendar. You just have to keep in mind that every other week you need to be doing a discussion board. These discussion boards become where we do two things in this course. If you look at the course goals and objectives or description, it'll say half the course explores Western theories of morality. The other half of the course is an application of those various moral theories. So half of the course is more theoretical, and the other half is getting you to apply those theories. And so that's what these discussion boards and some of the papers are all about. If you move on from the syllabus, you'll find course requirements. The course requirements basically tell you things like if you need help, go to Blackboard Technology Support. They'll also tell you things like Internet Explorer is discouraged to use. As a matter of fact, when I try to use Internet Explorer on my PC, I have never able to get it to actually work. And so it never works right. So they suggest you don't use it. Use Safari if you have a Mac. I usually use Google Chrome on my Office PC. And so, those are the things to suggest. The other things they'll mention is if you are writing papers, I recommend you use Microsoft Office. Google Docs can also work if you send me that. But Word is free. And so if you just click on this link, it will take you to the place to download and get information on how to get Microsoft Word. As a student, you're able to use it as part of your role here with the college. So the college pays for you to have access to Microsoft Word. As far as other things, you might need a media player just to play these videos. YouTube will also do it. But the one thing I will note is if you ever do things in a Mac or on an iPhone or on an iPad, sometimes there's a default word processor called Pages. And the problem is if you save the file as a Pages file, I have so much trouble opening those. I can get them open, but they're difficult. So please don't use that. Make it a PDF, save it as some other, just a text file or something else. But I would discourage using the Pages format. After that, it's what's next. Basically, this just says this is where we move on to the course content. The main things you will need in this course are the course modules and the biweekly discussions. I will come back to those. Before you do that, keep in mind if you click on your grade, you will get access to your grade in the class and where everything is. If you click teacher contact information, there's an older picture of me, and it will give you my office hours and where my office is located, as well as my cell phone to text me. If you click calendar, as long as you have it set right, it will bring the course assignments into your calendar, and you should be able to see those. So back to the course modules. So if you click on course modules, at the top you'll find a list of the biweekly discussion boards, and if you click on that, it will bring you to all the biweekly discussion boards. These should close as they're done, so the one at the top should be the one you use, with the exception of the extra credit one. I will probably leave that up all semester. My reason is you're discussing with somebody, maybe you might go, now who was that person again? And it's nice to be able to look back at their introduction. So that's the only reason I leave that one open all semester, but I think I limit the ability to comment or to do anything other than read after the first week or the first module is due. That's basically just your introduction. It's extra credit. It's 10 points. I don't require it, but I highly recommend you do it. It's nice for all of us to know who each other are. So you can get there at the top of the course modules. You can also get there by just clicking biweekly discussions. There's 2 ways to get to it. If you come here, there's also the summary paper. If you click on that, it has guidelines on how to write the summary paper, has instructions you can print, and then has the boxes, the drop boxes to submit them. And those will be due on October 21st, November 25th in a fall course. In the spring course, they'd be doing March and April. So finally, if you come to one of your modules, all the modules are here. All the modules will be fairly similar all the way down. The final exam is a little bit different. The final exam will have the instructions on how the exam works, and then you click on it and you can access the final exam. The rest of the modules, if you click on them, they'll have what you should learn during that module, and then it'll have a checklist of everything you need to do. So you'll complete the Getting Started material, which is this material over here on the left-hand side of your page. You'll watch the short Module 1 intro video. You'll read the syllabus. You'll explore the course. So the first module goes through all these things, and then you'll have a printable version of that list. So if you want to check it off, print it. You'll have these things, these lessons. If you click on this, it'll go through. It'll have more videos, and it will have lessons on how the course works, and you can watch that. And then, where am I? Okay, you take the exam. There's the icebreaker, etc. Now let me show you one more module just to give you a little bit of a contrast. If you notice, like, the ethical relativism module is 2 weeks, but you'll notice that, for example, the biweekly discussion board, this will be due at the end of at the end of week 3, but the discussion board is due on the end of week 2. So what you'll notice is it'll say early discussion board deadline. I usually try to bold and underline those, and then I'll leave that link in the discussion or in the module. So if you forget to check the biweekly list, you can also find it within the module. All right. I don't know if anybody has any other questions, but I wish you luck in the course. And if you have any questions, don't be afraid to reach out and ask me.